position.
Sir.
So we're gonna be here, and first thing that Lyndon really wants to do is get control of my waist, and then ultimately get control of my neck so he can make the choke. Most people are gonna cover up, make themselves small, and make it difficult. So he starts trying to get his feet in, put his feet into the hook position, and I'm gonna be fighting with the elbows, but he gets one foot in, all right? He gets the other foot in. Now, this is the key piece. If I'm tripoded up in this position, I've got some defense. If I'm not, if I go flat, he owns me. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So this is where we live, in the tripod. All right, he's got good underhooks. He's got his legs in. Now, where my hands are in this tripod, I'm gonna stick my head right there. If he's holding on pretty good with his legs, he should stay on. I'm gonna lift him up, bounce him. He shifts all the way up high, and then I'm gonna kick and get one leg off. Once that leg's off, I got his uniform here, I just start pushing, and I'm gonna move to the top. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
This is a hooks escape from the referee position. Who's seen that one before? All right, now, I like this because he thinks he's got me. If he's not rocking and rolling, he's gonna get rolled, okay? So once again, I'm in trouble. I curl up, right? He lifts me a little, tries to get a foot in, gets the other foot in. He's got double underhooks. He's thinking he wants to choke. Make the tripod, elbows and head. This is where I live, right? Lift up, shake him, right? That leg fell right off. See if you can get that foot back. All right, he got his foot back. Now watch, when I kick, watch his foot. Then I grab some clothing and I push. And I move to the top. Can we do it?
Sir.
Pretty basic. Enjoy it, take your time. Close in size, go. All right, without somebody on my back, let's take a look at it. Right? I've covered up, I've gotten small. He manages to get a foot in, he gets a foot in, right? Tripod, right? So it's not a headstand. Elbows, hands, head. Now watch, this isn't good. It's this. I mean, I am up, all his weight needs to be on his, all of his weight needs to be angled down. You shouldn't have him on your back. It shouldn't be an easy ride. And then I shake him a little bit, right? So I'm here. I shake him. Then, once I'm here, I kick this leg like this to get out. If I kick it this way, he can still hold on, right? I kick it. I get that foot up high and then out. Then I'm going to grab onto something. I'm going to lift my head and I'm going to roll him off and move to side control. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Who had somebody that stuck to you like a monkey? Hard to get out. All right, that happens. This isn't the perfect scenario. This is how I get most people off. Some people are really stuck to you. So we'll get, Caitlin's can hold on pretty tight. Luckily she's light too, so she won't kill me too much. All right, so she tries to get her feet in, pulls up, gets a foot in, gets another foot in. She's got her underhook, she's tight, right? Tripod, I'm here, right? I lift, all right? I feel her up. See how I'm shaking her forward? Can you tell she went forward?
Yeah.
But she's still on me. I kick this leg this way. See how that foot came off?
Yes, sir.
All right, get it back. If I do this, it doesn't work. It's this. All right, now, I'm gonna grab onto something and I'm gonna pull and I'm gonna bulldoze onto that. All right, so she's on me. This time I can't get out. Let's see what happens if you get rolled. If you lose your base, right, then you're gonna find yourself, I'm here, she's on me, and then, oh, I lose my base, and this is where we are, right? I immediately want to tripod and control this hand. All right, remember there's two places to be. When it's like this, I get choked, right?
Yeah.
I can be here low, or I can be up here high. I'm gonna say high, right? She's giving me a hand. Not only am I defending against myself, I'm now going to use this. So I break off the grip. I make it long. Her tricep muscle is an extending muscle. All she has is her deltoid to move this arm. Move that arm. All right, I'm gonna see if I can hold it with one finger. Go. You guys see, the muscle's not designed for that. So we're gonna hold this. Now watch. I'm going to roll back over. This time when I get about here, I'm gonna switch to the other side of my head. Now watch. So we got a small arm bar, side of the neck, pin her to the ground, lock this with my head. It's a small arm bar. Okay? While she's fighting that, pull, right, turn, and I can move out or I can continue to try to make the tap with the arm bar. Does that make sense?
Sure.
All right. Who can, if you get rolled, who thinks they can get one arm and try to get it to the other side of the head? All right, let's look at what it looks like if we're sitting. Same thing, right? Same thing. She goes to make the choke. I defend, right? I hold. I pull it down. See how the elbow's pointed up? I could try to lock it here, but I'm gonna hold it down, right? I'm gonna pull it till it's long over my head. Now watch. I hold this, 2 hands, over. Okay, now watch. If nothing else, she'll probably let go with this foot to try to get her arm free. See, she's got a little bit of relief now. I hold this, I change to here, and now I've got a straight arm lock. Do those 2 things make sense?
Yes, sir.
So you can either tabletop all the way up, break, pull down, switch to the other side, or if she's got you in the seated position, you know, and you're kind of turtled up here, same sort of thing, break if she lets go, advance. Do I need to show it one more time or we got it?
One more time.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Brett.
All right, so let's start here.
It's okay.
Caitlin gets her hooks in. I don't learn to do it, make her work. She's working, right? She's tight. Now she's comfortable on my back. It takes no energy to stay on my back as long as gravity's working with her. Does that make sense? She can totally choke me for here, or she can just rest forever. This is not tiring for her. I want it to be tiring. So I make tripod, right? I lift, I start shaking, and she's holding on pretty strongly, right? And then suddenly I do one of these and I roll off. Oh, that sucks for me. High tabletop, she goes to choke, I control, pull it down, lift, shift, roll to the side. This keeps her from escaping, by the way. And then I start working here. If this foot comes off so she can get some freedom, still got it, 2 hands. This goes under my armpit. I push this to the ground. Waki gatami, straight arm lock. Okay? If she decides to do it from here, right? I'm protecting against the choke. She digs, I grab. Now remember, when she goes to grab, she should be using this hand out of shuck. Right? She's pushing my hands off of her hand. Right? I don't like that. Right? All right, here we go. This is why I want this low. She can try to choke me one arm. Go ahead, choke. Choke. It's hard. Reach up high and grab your lapel. Grab tight. All right. She might. All right, she's got me in trouble. Choke. I'm in trouble. Now, I've got the advantage again. Right? If this foot stays stuck, I can break it. Break the grip, I can shift, or I can go straight into blocking tatami here. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
By the way, if you have to fight somebody at 180 pounds, pick the 130 or the 120. Go. Do it standing, all right? Let's kind of just look at the way the elbow works. First of all, elbow is down when the thumb is up. The thumb is in this position, the elbow is out. Remember that I'm inside of his body this way. Once I get it to here, I gotta get the elbow into my neck area. I'm holding with my head. So the elbow won't be down, so to speak. It'll be kind of sideways, and I'm prying this way until the elbow locks, and it can ultimately lock the shoulder. Does that make sense? So as long as there's pressure here, I got him. At any angle here, or at any angle here, right? Even in this angle, I can go here, right? As long as I can lock that elbow. So I'm using my body. I can lock him here. I can lock him here. I can lock him here. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So as long as I can control that angle, I got him. But some of you guys are thinking this is like figure four, and you're doing this. Well, the elbow bends extremely well that way. Think about it like this. Pull that now. Hold it, brace it, pull it into the body. And you can tell I got Lyndon, I'm controlling him, okay? So try to use your body, your neck, your ribs. Try to pin him down. Get closer to the shoulder for better control. Some of y'all were down here low. You're applying the arm bar right around the forearm area, at least be on the elbow, but the back of the tricep is super good. When I'm here, look how far I am from the elbow. But I mean, I got him. And I'm working the shoulder and the elbow a little bit. Okay?
Sir.
Try again. You guys are struggling a little bit. It's not a big deal. The bottom line is that one of you will get tired. If you're the one that's going to get tired first, just raise your hand. I've already decided it won't be me. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
I count on them getting tired before me. It's really a mental thing for me. I don't know that I'm going to outlast everybody, but if I can get you tired, I got an advantage. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's take another look real quick. So you're back here, bud. So Lyndon's got hooks in, right? And he's here. All right. Now, let's say, for example, that he goes to let go to make the choke. I pin this arm, and then I grab this arm. If I want, if I'm pinning this a little bit with my lat muscle, I can already go here, and I can go ahead and make a straight arm lock, like a tiger lock or figure four. It's a straight arm bar from there, right? The closer you get to the shoulder, the more powerful it is. He goes to make the choke. I lock this one down so he can't use it as easily. I stop this. I lock it here, and I make the figure four grip. I'm going to roll back towards him until I get towards the ground, and now I've got leverage. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to work this until I can get my legs involved, and I start arching my body this way. Get your left hand out, Lyndon.
Just trying, sir.
All right, once he gets that out, I may choose to do something different. Number one, he could punch me. Number two, there is a chance he could start trying to choke me. It's hard. If he reaches deep enough in my lapel, right, he can start affecting. But now, I'm already on this leg. I can abandon this. Now I can work this one. I break this grip, I got this side, right? If you want, wrist compression, right? If you want, wrist twisting, right? But I'm working this elbow. He's tapping in the back. Am I working you, buddy? You all right?
Oh yeah, you good.
But anyways, it's here, right? Here, right? And then I can crank a little bit lower on the shoulder. I can pull up, crush the head a little bit and go this way. I can bend here. I can also just make the mistake and move back to side control if I don't feel like I've got him pinned. So, what's the big difference? One, I hold, go over the head, make the arm bar. Two, I go under the armpit, make tiger lock. Okay? Make sense? One more time, super quick. All right, I really don't have him well yet, but I have him. I start moving, I try to squish this leg. It's part of my escape. Okay? I start managing this, right? If he tries to escape, go ahead and pull that arm out. I got to decide if I want to switch. No problem. 2-on-1. I'm back to this position, right? I can also go take a more lock here. Pretty cool?
Sir.
All right, more back escape work. Get with your partner. Go. All right. All right. Go ahead and switch the back. He's here. You've been fighting this guy all day. For some reason, he's not letting go of this. He's just not letting go. And he's not going for the choke. You got 2 free hands. What should you do with these free hands? He's committed to holding on. What should you do with your hands?
Feet.
Okay? right? He's gonna let go now and think to choke. He's gonna go for the choke, right? No problem,
It's over.
right? I got an ankle lock here. I got an arm lock here.
Yeah, you're good.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So, again, if he's holding on, if he crosses his feet for you, I'm gonna pin these with my lats, right? And then I'm gonna grind these ankles. Who's had an ankle grind done to him? Who liked it? Who thought I want to do this to other people? I never want them to do it to me. You're the smart people, right? It just sucks to have your ankles grinded. But there's a lot more that you can still do. So again, he's here. I've been trying to fight to get rid of these underhooks, right? He's not going for the choke. I go ahead and take the fight to him. Let's go and cross these, and let's get one foot just right here. I might be able to tap him out, but maybe he starts to really move now. He lets go, right? And let's say that I didn't have him all the way and he gets his feet undone, but now I've got a hand. I've given him a reason to let me go, right? So he goes double underhooks. He goes to choke. I stop the choke, right? I can't be fiddling around with this while he's trying to choke me. Does that make sense?
Sure.
I only go for this if he gives it to me, or if he just isn't letting go and it's bugging me that he's just trying to tire me out, right? So he's here now. I've got this. Remember that my position relative to the arm lock is going to count. Do I got him?
No.
Why not?
His elbow's bent.
His elbow's bent. I don't think I can break the forearm. What should I do?
Get higher. Bridge.
Bridge. Now watch. Is that better? Some of you guys are like, my hands don't touch anymore. What should I do with this hand?
Move it.
Move it down. Right? I got him now. Even if he doesn't tap, because I can't use a whole lot of force here. I don't have my back into it. Right? I can put some pressure on it. I can move and I can pin it. Now I've got him. Now I can really crank him. Do you see how I've got him pinned down now?
Sure.
Right? I can arch this thing. He'll tap. If he doesn't tap, right? No problem. I roll. Get that arm free, Lyndon. Get that arm free. Get it free. All right? By nature of the fact that it was under my body, I had 2 seconds. Ready? Get that arm free. All right? So now I can start moving to working because that arm is stuck, at least momentarily. Okay? Who felt like this was too hard? The tiger lock was too hard. You couldn't get to it. You got to move up the body. Okay? Go back to the straight arm lock if you like that one better. All right, I want you guys to try this ankle grind. All right?
Sir.
It doesn't work as easily if you're in the referee position, but if he crosses his feet in the referee position, right? He sinks you up and he immediately crosses his feet, right? I'm just gonna roll him and hold him to it. You see how I've got that there? I'm just gonna hold him to it. Get that foot on top. I got him now. Make sense?
Sir.
Good? If he does start choking me, no problem. Defense, right? I can either continue to work this, I can work this, or I can even work them both. Does that make sense? If he doesn't tap, bend the wrist. Crank the wrist as well. If that doesn't work, twist the wrist until the arm comes unscrewed, okay? All those things will work. You just gotta decide how evil are you, right? Go for the ankle grind. Go! All right. I will demonstrate on you if it doesn't feel right. I will show you how this thing hurts, okay? It's one of the greatest things about being the instructor. If it doesn't work on you because you got the magic ankles, I'm happy to grind your ankles and see maybe you got magic feet. I don't know. But nobody to this date is just resisting my ankle grind because I can feel it. All right? Come here, Joel. So Joel's got pretty flexible everything. His knees, his hips, his ankles. I'm not gonna grind him to kill him, but I do want y'all to see kind of what this thing looks like. All right. He crosses his own feet because he's crazy. Everybody should agree that this is not a good idea in most cases. What is a better idea if you're gonna cross something?
You should
Body lock.
it, yeah.
Right? So now, man, Joel, am I too fat?
No, sir.
All right.
Not good at body lock.
Joel's like my body lock, you're too fat. All right, now I have difficulty doing this sort of thing to him, right? So body lock, not too bad, right? This is okay if they don't see it. Which one of my legs will work best to pin this foot? The top foot is the pinning foot. Which leg should I use? Right leg or left leg?
Right.
Why?
Because you can hook that cell better.
All right, because I can hook that. I can do this, it will work, right? But it's not as good. I always say the leg that his top foot is pointing at, that's the one, right? I can hold it here if I want, but I want to pinch his feet together. Does that make sense?
Sir.
Now, once I pinch this together, I'm going to sit out. You see how my butt moves? Watch my butt. Right? If I want, I can hook these knees here, and I can really add some grinding pressure to that. You can go out a little further, or you can lift a little higher, however you want to do it. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. Once he taps, and I get him, he taps, you let him go, and then you make toe hold and do it again. Right? Just to show don't lock your legs, right? All right. Does it make sense?
Sir.
Does your feet position kind of seem the same as mine? All right, I hope that's helpful. We must fight. Everybody get a partner.